Hello guys, Mr. Fluffy Pants here, and today guys I got another movie review, and today guys I'm reviewing Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives, which is widely considered, or at least a lot of people's favorite Friday the 13th movie, and Friday the 13th Jason Lives was released in 1986, and yeah, pretty much Jason comes back as a zombie. This is the whole start of a zombie Jason, and like I said, a lot of people consider this their favorite, and I can definitely see why. This movie is definitely very self-aware, and also the only ones I've watched is 1 through 5, and now 6 now, so I haven't seen any of the ones after this, which I might not, just depends. But you guys can also check out all my other reviews for those. But well, like I said, this is pretty much starts the whole zombie Jason thing, and like I said, very self-aware movie. Like one of the especially whenever like the graveyard keeper like straight up looks at the camera and he's like, why would people be entertained by that or something like that? Like it's really on the nose, and there's a lot of stuff really on the nose in this movie, which is kind of cool, I guess. But pretty much, Tommy Jarvis returns too, but he's trying to warn the sheriff and whatnot that Jason's back to life, because it's kind of his fault. Jason's back to life. He gets his friend to help him dig it up, and then stabs him with a metal pole, and then that metal pole gets electrocuted, which twice actually, which I think it's the fact that it was electrocuted twice is what made it come back to life. Let me just say, Jason's dead body with all the maggots and worms and stuff is absolutely like disgusting. I usually don't get squeamish, but all those maggots made me so squeamish. But yeah, and this is definitely really terrifying Jason, zombie and all that. He gets his classic hockey mask back, which is always very cool. And like I said, Tommy Jarvis escapes, but he's trying to warn the sheriff. Sheriff thinks he's just a loony case, and sheriff's daughter kind of falls in love with Tommy just out of nowhere, which is yeah, it's pretty much just out of nowhere. But there's that whole thing throughout the movie, where the sheriff thinks that Tommy's just trying to prove that he's right so much that he would even go into like killing sprees like this. And what I also really love about this movie, it actually returns to Camp Crystal Lake, which is now I think it's called like it was like Greenwood or something like that. But like it actually returns to camp, and there's actually kids at the camp this time, which is really cool. The counselors are they're kind of boring, but yeah, I guess they get the job done. But the fact that Jason's stalking around this camp that actually has kids at it is something new, and I think that's really the only time that happens in the franchise. It might happen in Freddy vs. Jason, but I can't exactly remember. But yes, that is kind of cool. Kind of see that Jason. I think he kind of sees the innocence in kids, and that's why he kind of leaves them alone. But yeah, like I said, not really Uber Jason, but Zombie Jason, the whole stature, he emits is just, kind of terrifying, and also, like, this movie is kind of really funny in some parts, like, whenever he straight up rips the guy's arm off with the machete. That is just absolutely hilarious, and like a bunch of other, kills that ain't as intentionally hilarious, or just hilarious, like, I just love whenever, he crashes the RV and then he just stands on top of a flaming RV. Absolutely, that is just so funny to me. There's a bunch of stuff like that, like, the whole paintball sequence or whatnot. That whole sequence, I think, is kind of funny, honestly, but Jason can be terrifying sometimes. Like, whenever he actually gets to the camp, there's some really suspenseful scenes there and all that. And Tommy Jarvis pretty much goes and finds a way. He buys like books on how to kill resurrected beings. Kind of like Jason, and apparently all you need is a chain and a rock, and apparently that just works because his whole plan is get this rock and wrap this chain around Jason's neck and sink him to the bottom of the lake, which actually does work after Jason's propelled to death by a boat after from Megan, who's trying to save Tommy's life, which she does, which is always good. But and he's at the bottom of Camp Crystal Lake now, which is always good. And I also love how whenever you see him sink, it has like the Camp Crystal Lake sign at the bottom. It has like, and then it's marked out, it says Camp Blood. Yeah, so like I said, I'm actually really glad they returned to camp, because my favorite Friday the 13th movie, Part 2 so far, that took place at a camp and whatnot. But because 3 was at like a lake house kind of thing. 4 was just near the lake. But this one and 5 was just not even near a lake, really. But Yeah, this one actually, does return to, Camp Crystal Lake, which I do like. And, this movie has some actually pretty good pacing. There's a bunch of kills throughout the movie, really well spaced out. You don't have to, there's no really like rut, which is always good. And, some of the kills are actually pretty creative and I do like them. But like I said, I can definitely see why this is people's favorite in the franchise. It's definitely the most Friday 13th self-aware what it's supposed to be movies, and I can definitely see why people enjoy that, because the movie knows what it's supposed to be, and this is what people expect from this franchise, which is nothing wrong, but I prefer stuff that more like the first and the second one, but that's just me personally. But Friday 13th Part 6 Jason Lives, I would probably give about a 8.8 out of 10. Like, this movie's really enjoyable, and I definitely say this is probably the most rewatchable out of the franchise so far, because you could just sit down with a friend or whatnot and just like, it's just so enjoyable to watch. Like like I said, Jason can be foreboding and kind of scary in some places, but you can also get quite a few laughs out of this, which I always do appreciate. And it is self-aware, so I don't know if like those laughs are sometimes meant to be, but I don't care. I still enjoy it either way. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about Friday 13th Part 6, Jason Lives, down below. And which is your favorite in the franchise. Make sure you guys check out my Twitter and Discord, link in the description. Like and subscribe for more. Check out some of their videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!